What's up, y'all? It's your girl, and I'm back with another banger. Chronicles 5 of my life. So, I get the same question a lot about Kai's dad. And if we're together and this and that and the other. So, me and Kai's dad was never in no real relationship. We were just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were enjoying each other's time. We were just having fun, enjoying each other's time. And in the midst of enjoying each other's time and stuff like that, of course, because y'all see Kai is here, yeah, we was getting it in. But me and his dad, we weren't in no committed relationship with each other. We was kicking it, we was having fun, just enjoying each other's company. And Kai came along. So whenever me and his dad met, we were literally filling each other out to see if we wanted to be in a relationship with each other. And like through that time, like shit had happened. So he would come over to my apartment once again. We would kick it or whatever. I had my own apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. I didn't need anything bigger. It was just me at the time. So we would kick it. I was working from home. If I was working from home, he would be there sometimes. And one day, this dude, because he had seizures, but I had never seen him before. Like, he had never had a seizure while me and him would kick it. This particular day, he had spent the whole day at my apartment, and he had a seizure. And I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I, like, I didn't know how to deal with that because I'm not with someone every day who has seizures. So I'm not trained or equipped to deal with somebody who has seizures. So he has the first seizure. I'm thinking we good, everything's okay. I go back to work. And then he has another one. And then after that one, he has another one. And then after that one, he has another one. And at this point, I have to tell my job, like, hey, I got to go. This boy's having seizures. I need to get the ambulance on the line. I need to take care of this. And my supervisor at the time, she was real chill. She was real cool. She was like, no, go ahead. You got it. Do what you need to do, whatever. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I call the ambulance gets there, and he refuses the ambulance. And I'm like, man, no, y'all need to take him. Like, he had 8 seizures back to back. Like, this is not, I don't think this is normal. Like, they were like, well, we can't take him if he's responsive and of sound mind. And he says no. And even the paramedics, they're trying to tell him, like, if this girl calls us again, like, you won't have no say so. You're going to the hospital. And he's fighting them, and he's like, no, I don't need to go. I'm fine. This and that and the other, blase, blase. So they leave. I was pretty much done with my day at work anyway. I had the time to cover it, so I wasn't really worried about it. So I'm trying to get him just to be okay. I'm like, do you need anything? Like, do you need something to drink? Do you need something to eat? Like, tell me what you need. So after that, I think maybe 30 minutes had passed. I'm laying in the bed with him. We watching TV, or at least I'm watching TV. I guess the seizures take so much out of you. Like, he was asleep. Like, he was asleep out of there. So all of a sudden, I'm watching TV, and he has another fucking seizure, y'all. Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, it was like a bad movie that just kept playing over and over again, and I just wanted it to fucking stop. Like, so I called the ambulance again because I'm like, oh my God. So within the time it took them just to get there, he had another seizure. And I guess because he had just he had just had the other one. He was coming out of the second one. Like, he couldn't even like say what he wanted to say. Like, they're saying, and Kai's daddy is a big dude. Like, I think he's like 6 foot, I think. And at that time, he had some weight on him. He had some weight on him. And they're fighting with him, trying to get him into the ambulance. And he kept saying, I got a duck. I got a duck. I got a duck. What are y'all doing to me? I got a duck. And I knew what he was trying to say because after the seizures, he would have to go to pee, to use the restroom, which I didn't know that was something that happens whenever people have seizures until I saw him do it. And then I saw my niece do it. But he kept telling me, he's like, I need the duck. And I was like, take him to the hospital, get him what he needs. He needs to be taken care of. Now, once again, I want to remind y'all, we were not in a committed relationship, but we were with each other, trying to figure out if we were going to be in a committed relationship. So they finally get him in the ambulance. They rush him to the ER, and I'm like, okay, I gotta let somebody know that this boy has went to the hospital for his seizures. So let me make myself very clear. I don't go through phones like that. That's not my MO. That's not my situation. Your phone is your phone, especially if I'm not paying the bill on the motherfucker. That's your shit. And even whenever I am paying the bill on it, if I am the one paying the bill on the phones, I still don't go through phones, because if you go looking, you're going to find something. And at that time, at that point where I was in my life, I just didn't really care. Like, whatever. So because they shipped him off in the ambulance and I forgot to give them his cell phone, because I'm freaking out, like, get this man to the ER, like, get him what he needs. I realized his phone is still there. Now, this phone, I don't even remember it having a lock on it, if I'm just being real. And if it did have a lock on it, maybe I knew the code, but for sure, I don't think this one had a lock on it. So I picked the phone up because I'm looking for his mother's number. I'm looking for somebody that knows him. So, and if it's not his mother, then, they can at least relay a message. I'm looking for everything I can to find somebody to let them know this boy just went to the hospital because of his seizures. I don't know if y'all know, but on Facebook Messenger, I don't know if it still does this, because I know whenever I get messages now, it's a little bubble that pops up whenever you get a message from people, right? It's a little bubble, and they usually have they profile pic on it. I'm looking for his mother's number. All of a sudden, this fucking bubble pops up from Facebook Messenger. And I'm like, what? So once again, because I'm thinking maybe this is somebody he actually, like, they know him, they know he has seizures, somebody I can get in touch with to start, letting people know he's in the ER. Baby, I open this fucking bubble. Tell me why is some girl on there talking about, hey, Zaddy, I just want to sing you a little something for the 4th of July. And the only reason I remember it was because for the 4th of July that year, you could change your background on your profile pic, and it had the American flag on it. That's the only reason why I remember that this was the time that this happened. So she goes, hey, Zaddy, I don't know. I've been trying to talk to you all day long. I hope that you're okay. I just want to sing you a little something for the 4th of July and show you what you're missing. Whenever I tell you this girl has sent him pictures of herself in the shower, soaked up, subbed up, butt naked. She sent him pictures of her holding her vagina open. Like, I felt like I had been up in that girl. That's how graphic all this stuff was. Breast pics, all types of stuff. And I'm just like, what is this girl doing? But once again, I just let it be. But something in my soul was like, Kanisha, like, this ain't what it is. Even though y'all not in a committed relationship yet, y'all are in the midst of courting each other to see if this is something that y'all want to do. Baby, I started going through text messages. He got messages from his second baby mama. The first baby mama then moved on with her life. She's married. She has a child with him, a child with her husband. She don't mess with him like that. All she wait on is her check to come through every month. That's it. She don't care. Hey, man, you tripping. And I used to be like, dang, like, before I knew everything, like, why is she like that towards him? Then he had a second baby mama. I am the third baby mama. He has 5 children now in all. Yes, baby, he keeps spreading the seed to everybody. Okay? So I see messages from between him and the second baby mama. And the second baby mama is so infatuated with him. I'm like, oh, girl, you need to go see somebody, because I think this baby done put a voodoo spell on you or something. Or maybe you missing some screws. I don't know what it is, but you need to go see somebody, Suge. Like, but then I keep going, and there's messages from between him and other girls. Oh, I thought you was gonna come through today. Why didn't you come through? And then he makes it seem like I'm the one that's like pressed for him, right? Oh man, I already told you this bitch. She don't, you know what I'm saying? She not doing what she need. She always up in my face. I keep telling her leave my apartment. She won't leave. Like, that's why I couldn't come. First of all, boo, this is my apartment. with my name on the lease and only my name on the lease. I have never signed a lease on an apartment with nobody else, even if me and that person was together. The only name that has ever been on a lease whenever I signed it was mine, because I don't play like that, right? You ain't got no car. I got a car. I'm paying all my bills by myself. I'm working. You're not. What are you talking about? Why are you telling these girls this? Because honestly, I've been trying to get you to leave and leave me the fuck alone, because I'm just tired of your shenanigans at this point. Yeah, she, you know what I'm saying? And this is a little graphic, but I'm gonna try and tone it down some. Yeah, and I don't even like bumping uglies with her. Her vagina ain't good, this and that and the other, blase, blase. Okay, boo, you got it. The message that fucked me up the most was that he actually sent my address to one of these girls. My actual address. The only thing that was not in the address was my door number. But my address was sent to this person. Why would you do that? Why would you send my address to somebody that I don't know? And this ain't even your address. It's mine. You live in Acres Homes. I think it's Acres Homes. You don't live over here on the side of town that I live in. Okay? So while he's at the hospital, all of a sudden, it's early in the morning. My phone is getting blown up. It's getting blown up. It's him calling from the hospital phone. Come pick me up. I don't want to be here. Come get me. I'm like, bro, I'm not coming to get you. Like, you need to stay there. Let them people work on you. Because even though I was upset about the situation, because it didn't have to go that far on his end. If you were dealing with other women, if you were doing other things, you could have let me know that. I wasn't hard up for you, sweetheart. We literally were just kicking it, having a little fun, enjoying each other's company. That's it. So if you really felt like you needed to be talking to these other people and telling them, first of all, about me, sending my address to people that I do not know, and acting like my apartment is your apartment and I'm pressed and I'm trying to stay with you because I don't have nowhere to go, you done lost your motherfucking mind. So he started calling the hospital. Now they calling. They're like, man, we can't keep him any longer. He wants to be discharged. He's going to sign the, what's that paperwork? I can't remember the paperwork that they have. But there's some paperwork that you can sign whenever you leave without, whenever the doctor tell you to stay, but you still want to leave. I know the name of it is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it to come out. Y'all let me know down in the comments. If y'all know what it is, put it in the comments, because I can't think of the word right now. But it's whenever you leave against whenever medical advises you and they're telling you, hey, no, you need to stay here. Like, we need to make sure that you're good. And you leave without them consenting pretty much, but you're a grown adult. You can go if you want to. So now that I'm getting calls from the hospital, I'm like, okay, you know what? No worries. I got this. So I wash all his, the little bit of clothes that he got there. I think it was like 2 wife beaters, 2 pair of shorts, 2 pair of underwear, some socks. I wash all that up. I dry it, I fold it, and I put it on the bar in my living room. Because whenever you come through the front door, you can see the kitchen and there's a bar right there. So I put it on the bar. His cell phone, I put that on top of that. And then he had a bag that he had brought with him, which I put on the floor up under the bar next to the wall. So I go get him, I pick him up, and once we get back, I'm like, hey man, grab your stuff and leave. Like, you can't come around here no more. Grab your stuff and get out of my apartment. Wow, what happened? You okay? What happened, boo? You all right? Da, da, da. I said, man, look, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? That you was talking to other females and stuff like that. When was I talking to? Baby, check your phone. Cause whatever that girl's name is, I'm just gonna make up a name. Strawberry 85 said, hey Zaddy, and she sent you some very explicit pictures of her body. Go ahead and talk to them, and also talk to the girl that you set up there and sent my address to as well. I didn't send your address, man. Look, I got screenshots. I can show them to you right now, because I already knew that once you got this phone, you was gonna sit here and try and play with me and play on my top. So he grabs his stuff finally after sitting there arguing, and I finally just shut up. Because I'm not fixing to argue with you, boo. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Now get your shit and get out. He grabs his stuff, he leaves. At that point, I was like, I'm not fucking with him no more. Like, I'm good. One day I was hungry, y'all. I was so hungry. And one of my peoples that was at the house with me that day, she was like, I'm finna go get Burger King. I was like, bro, I'm starving. Bring me 2 Whoppers with cheese, mayo, ketchup, and tomato. That's it. 2 Whoppers with cheese, mayo, ketchup, tomato. And bring me a drink to go with it. I think they got strawberry Fanta up there. She was like, Kanisha, you don't need that many fucking burgers. Those Whoppers are big. I was like, bro, I am starving. I need this. So she brings me back what I asked for. I eat my meal. And then all of a sudden it was like a few days afterwards, she was like, bro, I just started my cycle. And me not thinking nothing about it, my cycle was very regular. It was the first of the month, every month. So a few days had already passed on the first, but like I said, I hadn't realized it because I'm working. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm going out. I'm, eating and having fun and enjoying my life. I wait a couple of more days and then I go and get pregnancy tests, the ones that actually say either pregnant or not pregnant, because I want to know it's real, if this is what this is. I peed on that stick and walked out the door and went out and was talking to them and I forgot about it. I go back into the restroom. I look at this test. It says pregnant. Baby, I lost my mind. I was like, this can't be real. And the package that I got with the test that I used, they had I think it's called True Blue or something. Don't make me lie to you. But it had 2 tests in it. So I wait until I have to pee again. I go in there, I pee again, but this time I'm watching that mug like a hawk, like somebody is in here changing what, the words on it. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the test and that mug lit up like a firecracker on the 4th of July. That mug said, pregnant all day long, girl. Stop playing with me. I fucking cried till I couldn't cry anymore. I call this idiot. I say, hey, look, man, I'm pregnant. Like, you need to get ready. What are you talking about? That ain't my motherfucking baby. How long have we not been talking? Blah, blah, blah. Bro, it's almost a month. Almost a month. Don't sit here and try and play with me, bro. I'm not out here popping it for pimp like you are, okay? I don't deal with multiple people at a time because STDs and stuff like that are real. Stop playing with me. He goes in and starts, hey, click, bye, bitch. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and let you talk to me crazy. So me still trying to be cool about the situation. I would tell him about my doctor's appointments. If he wanted to make his way up there, fine. Blase, blase. He didn't come to one doctor's appointment, not one. But he would get on the phone and he would curse me out every single time. Oh, that ain't blah, blah, blah. B this, H that. I would just click. And after that, I just didn't talk to him. Hey, man, I'm going into the hospital on the 2nd. If you want to be there just to watch this baby being born because he's your child, then you're more than welcome. So he actually comes to that. And I don't know if y'all know about the stuff that they put on the cervix to make it soft enough for the water to pop or the water to, to do its thing. But they tell you, hey, man, if you're hungry, eat now because you can't eat like 2 hours after you take it for 2 hours. Or they put that stuff on your cervix to make it soft. You can't eat for 2 hours after that. I tell him to go pick up some food from Whataburger. Why the fuck do I have to get you food? Da 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 da. Sir, look, let me explain something to you. Everything that this baby has, I got. The stroller and the car seat combo, the stacks and stacks of boxes of wipes, stacks and stacks of boxes of Pampers, his clothes, the bottles. And I got special bottles because I breastfed him. They have these nano babies that look like the breast. I had that. I had the thing from Nano Baby to clean it. I had the thing for the bottles to be set up there so they could dry from Nano Baby. Everything I had was Nano Baby. And if you know what Nano Baby is, if you go on Amazon and look up Nano Baby, that shit ain't cheap. It ain't cheap at all. I had BBs and everything. The fucking bed for him just to sleep in. You have not bought not a motherfucking thing. You sitting there telling me you can't go to Whataburger, which is literally up the street, and get me a fucking $5 taquito? So he comes back. My order is fucked up. It ain't even what I ordered. His order was perfect. I know y'all thinking it in y'all head. Yeah, he did it on purpose. So then we had that issue again because they had to do something else to try and, get my water to break naturally. He had an attitude then. I said, look, call the security in here because I'm not dealing with this no more. Security escorted his dumb ass out. I give birth to Kyle with my mom and my aunt in the room. And let me tell y'all, my aunt's eyes were so big watching my baby come out. You would have thought she was a cartoon character. Like, them things was like this. I was like, you okay, auntie? She made me feel bad. I'm like, okay. So I have him, and then the security officer comes up to because they move you to a second room out of the birthing room. And the security officer was like, he don't have to come in here if you don't want him in here. But he asked if he could see the baby. And I'm just asking you. I said, yeah, he can come in and see him as long as he keep, tone his tone and keep his hands on his head. I'm cool with that. So he comes in. He looks at my baby, oh, my son, this and that and the other, blase, blase. I looked at the nurse. I said, ma'am, I need a DNA test right now. Now, at this hospital, I don't know if it's every hospital where I live, but in this hospital, they were like, we don't do DNA tests in the hospital no more. I was like, okay, I know you fucking lying, but I ain't give the lady no problems. I said, no big deal. I'll get it done. So after that, I call him. It was like a week or two later, and I'm like, hey, man, let's go and get this DNA test done. Me still trying to be cool about the situation. I'm paying for the DNA test out of pocket. $300. Let's just start there. I tell you, I will pick you up and drop you off. All you need to do is come down here, let these people swab you, and then take your funk ass back home. That's not my baby, this and that and the other, blase, blase. I'm not taking no test. No, I know why you don't want to take this test, because ain't no woman in her right mind knowing that the state will give her a free test, going through child support, will sit up there and pay out of pocket for that. But I saw how child support did my first baby daddy. And even if the baby passed away, I didn't know that if they owe back pay, they still owe that. They still have to pay that. Okay? I didn't know that. So me still trying to be cool about the situation, because I'm not trying to put you on child support, bro. I know everybody got their issues. Everybody got their, their things going on. I just want you to see that, hey, man, because you got that doubt in your mind, let's go ahead and get it done with a professional. And I will pay out of pocket just to prove it to you. I don't have no reason to sit here and lie to you about my child. I'm not going to go get no DNA test, B this, B that, H this. You was just out there, being an H and it. Click. After that, I didn't talk to him again for 6 months. After that, Kai turned a year. I talked to him then. He stayed on the same bullshit. He was still on the same bullshit. After that, I went, after that, I was like, I'm just done with it. I blocked him on everything. So recently he reached out to me from an unknown number. Now, the only reason I answer the number is because I have other stuff that's going on. And some of these numbers that are coming through are for people that I do not have saved. So I have to make sure that I'm staying on top of that, because I got some good ass irons in the fire right now. And I don't want them to burn out. So I answer the phone. He's on there with the fifth baby. It's a little girl, because he has 4 boys and then his last little one is a girl. He's on there, he's holding her and shit. I can see the baby, blah, blah, blah. He's sitting up there. Why you don't want to let me see my son? Sir, I have offered to you since this baby was born to meet you in a public place so you can see him and spend time with him. Whether it be a park, whether it be the Whataburger that we both know of. You just want to know where I live and you mad because I won't tell you where I live. And I don't have to tell you where I live. Okay? Where I live at, anytime you ever saw him on social media, anything like that, my baby he was perfectly fine. There was nothing wrong with him. He was clean. He was changed. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. He eating minion chicken nuggets over here, bitch. We live in large. Minion chicken nuggets and lemonade. Okay? You just mad. You mad because you wish you could be over here where I'm at, living in luxury living. You mad because you think that I'm supposed to sit up here, abide by and bend down and bow down to you. And I'm not going to do it. And you definitely going to be mad because I'm letting you know that the next step is I'm about to collect my $7.78. Fuck you mean? So he recently got in touch with me. He on camera with the baby and shit. And I know that the girl, whoever this girl is that he didn't have this baby with, either she working, she ain't there. Because you're not going to sit up there and fuck up what you got going on with this bitch, because you know you have nowhere else to go, nowhere else to be. Because you know what I'm saying, don't do shit for yourself. You don't do shit for your kids. You acting old, you trying to show the baby like I'm supposed to be all, you know what I'm saying, what's the word I'm looking for, jealous and shit, and she looks like me. This is the one baby that don't look like you. This is the one. Out of the first one, second one, my baby, the fourth little boy, and this little girl, she's the one that does not look like you. And if I had the photos, which I could get them off Facebook, all I have to do is screenshot it, but I'm not going to put nobody else's kids on the internet. That's not my thing. Okay? If they're not putting their own kids on the internet, then I'm not going to do that. And his dumb ass put them up there, not the mothers. He put them on his Facebook page. I can show y'all. If y'all looked at the photos down the line, y'all be like, the little girl is the one that don't look like you, sweetheart. Which I don't believe that that's his baby. But once again, that's not for me just sit up there and judge. Because I wasn't with them too whenever they was laying down doing what they was doing. That could possibly definitely be that boy's baby. She just took on more of the features of the mother than him. Kai took on more features with my family than him, but you still see the resemblance. You know what I'm saying? So after that, after that day, I was like, don't call me no more. Don't stop calling me from unknown numbers. Because as soon as I hear your voice from this point forward, I'm clicking you. You don't have nothing to say to me. Talk to the courts once they get in touch with you because I'm tired of you. I'm done with it. So I know hey man, I just want to give y'all the timeline and how shit was. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with me and Kai's dad. We are not together. I don't talk to his dad. His dad is a fucking psycho, okay? He literally one day will be cool and the next minute is fucking Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, it was crazy. It's still crazy. How you cool one day and, oh, we just need to co-parent together and this and that and other to, that ain't my baby. Man, look, make up actually, you don't got to make up your mind. I'm going to make it up for you. That's why we're going to go to court and get this DNA test done. Because I can't get you to come out and do it where we don't have to go through the courts and then you automatically get put on child support. And if you don't go to the courts because you think you so motherfucking smart, they're going to put you on it regardless if you don't show up. So take your motherfucking pick because your girl is smart whenever it come down to shit like this. Yes, okay? Have to be. But anyways, y'all friend is busting in on me, so he said enough is enough. He tired of the buffoonery. He ready for me to come out there and deal with him. But that just goes to answer y'all question of if me and his dad are together. We are not. We will never be. There will never be a situation where we would be. But I'm about to go, y'all, because I know y'all can hear that in the background now because he done ran in on me. But y'all know I got another banger coming. Another banger. And as always,